on the 4th of July, 1976. My mother and father celebrated white people's independence by holding the largest house party in Coeur d'Alene tribal history. I mean, every Indian in the world was there. And then, at 3 o'clock in the morning, after everyone had passed out or fallen asleep on couches, on chairs, on beds, on the floor, a fire rose up like General George Armstrong Custer and swallowed up my mother and father. I don't remember that fire. I only have the stories. And in every one of those stories, I could fly. I was just a baby when Arnold Joseph saved me from that fire and delivered me into the hands of my grandmother. And Victor Joseph was just a baby too when his father saved me from that fire. You know, there are some children who aren't really children at all. They're just pillars of flame that burn everything they touch. And there are some children who are just pillars of ash that fall apart if you touch them. Me and Victor, we were children born of flame and ash. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO, and welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and in this corner, get out of here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO Weenie Mooshane. Say hello, sweetheart.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to the show.
And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO Niji. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And we are back once again today. Just a little late, but not bad for Indian time. On the live stream show. But what you call it?
Ojibwe language.
Yeah, Ojibwe language. And that other thing, what do you call it?
Ojibwe culture.
And Ojibwe culture. That's what we do here. But I'm not doing anything until Kizzy Renee shows up.
Hey, sweetie, look who just showed up.
What? Oh, hey. BOOZHOO, Kizzy Renee. Kizzy Renee is here, sweetie.
I saw that. Should we give her a gold star?
Absolutely. Gold star for Kizzy Renee. She's the first in class. It's nice to see you here today, my girl. Today, what is today?
Today is Abatuse. It is halfway.
Abatuse, halfway. Hey, speaking of halfway, speaking of half in a bag, speaking of 3 sheets to the wind, nah. Wisani is here. Let's go. Wisani's in the house, sweetie.
Get silver star for Wisani.
BOOZHOO, Wisani. Welcome back to the show. And to heck with everybody who comes out now. We give stars for the first 2. Whoever comes in 3rd place, you're out of luck. We give you a sad face. We go, oh, yeah. 3rd place is first loser. That's the rules around here. Huh.
You tell him, sweetie.
But yeah, so it's Abatuse. Abatuse, it is halfway. Wednesday, halfway. We're halfway through the week. Some of us are a little more than halfway through our lives. Well, who knows, really? You never know. Until you're dead, you don't know when that your halfway is. Oh, I'm having a midlife crisis. Why? Because you're guaranteed to live to 80? I mean, if you die when you're 20, you might as well have that midlife crisis at 10. So, just forget about it.
That's pretty deep and profound.
Mm-hmm. But halfway, abatuse. Abatuse. Halfway. It's like being halfway. Sweetie, are you halfway? Are you a moderate?
What do you mean, like politically?
Yeah. Do you kind of line up halfway on the spectrum?
I'm probably farther right than middle.
Aren't you a feminist?
No,
Come on. Where's that pink hat I see you wearing all the time?
I'm not a feminist. The truth is, I used to be way left. I wasn't really in the middle. I wasn't halfway. I was like way over to the left. And then the left kind of moved so far left, I ended up on the right.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about the other day. In 2008, I was talking about this with Jessica Wabuz. Hey, Gwen Carnley. Speaking of losers, Gwen's here.
Don't call her a loser. That's our friend.
Yeah, well, she's in third place, so she's first loser. She says, I'm the first loser. New one for me. I'll take it. Yep. You are the king of the losers. Be proud, Gwen. But we were talking about, like, are you halfway? So Wednesday is halfway through the week. And a lot of us used to feel like we're kind of halfway between conservative and liberal. Back in 2008, I was talking about this with Jessica Wabuz. And for me, way back in the day, I was the original, social justice warrior. I was the original trans ally. When you're a David Bowie fan in 1982 in northern Minnesota, small town, and you're cruising through town listening to, Culture Club, Gary Newman, and you're wearing eyeliner and you've got a big old dangling earring, you're kind of a trans ally. People, and also if you're in the theater at all, I mean, come on. Even in the 80s, they assumed stuff about those of us in plays. Oh, you guys must be gay. So I was like, kind of, I was most comfortable on the left of the spectrum. But then I got old. And so, like, Abatuse, center would be halfway between left and right. Yeah, this will be funny. My fellow liberal and me. And then there's the center, So what year was that? 2008. And then the conservatives, they're way over there on the right. I mean, come on. But there's me, I'm listening to David Bowie. I'm like, oh yeah, women gets the right to choose. What do I care? Let's all put on some eye makeup. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. That's what I said. And then, what happens? 2012. Now, your other liberals are like, hey man, let's elect, what was 2000? Was that when Caitlyn Jenner came out? Okay, from now on, boys can poop in the girls' room. I'm like, really? Maybe we should just leave those guys out of the girls' room. Like, nope, we're going left. And by the way, the country is racist. And if you don't hate America, you're racist, And so you end up a little closer to the center, and the conservatives are there smiling. Now we come to 2021, and there's the woke progressives. And they're yelling at me, calling me a bigot. And I'm like, what? I'm still down with all the gays. Say, what? Let's go be in a play. Come on. Let's be in a musical. I don't care. Who wants to dance? But no, they're way over there on the left. They went so far left. They're like, okay, from now on, men can breastfeed, and that's okay. And we can start aborting fully born babies. And then there's me. And I'm like, what? I'm on the right now? How did that happen? But if I'm being honest, I'm probably laughing with the far rights, to tell you the truth. They're like, yeah, okay. You happy now? Well, you couldn't get enough of that song YMCA, and so now look at us. Anyway, I thought that was sort of funny.
That is pretty funny.
You know, I mean, does it always seem like that to the older generation? You know, when you're a kid, you're like the rebels, and oh, look at us. Hey, look how crazy we are. We're growing our hair out. Gonna put a bunch of product in it. Gonna wear a leather jacket and roll cigarettes up in our sleeves and ride motorbikes. And it was the 1950s, and they were the rebels without a cause. And by the time they grew up, their kids had way longer hair. And they were taking drugs and going on the birth control pills. And just, ooh, free love. You know. Then their kids became my generation. We were like, free love? You've never heard of STDs? It's called AIDS, Mom and Dad. That's not cool. Don't you guys... Ick. 1980s kids were just the prudes of the generations.
It's kind of true.
You know, they were all like having dirty, muddy, hippie love, you know, in the baby boomer generation. Then by the time we came around, they introduced AIDS into the gay community. The CIA, I suppose. I don't know. And then, so the party was over for a couple of years. And the 90s comes around again. They're like, hey, yeah. Guess what? Polyamorous relationships. No, there's nothing wrong. If you want to be in a relationship with two guys at the same time and raise children, there's nothing wrong with that. I must be a bigot if I can't get on board with that. Hey, man. Love is love. What are you, some kind of conservative bigot? What, you don't support trans rights? What's the matter with you? Number one, you're going to get your YouTube channel taken down.
Who are you fighting with?
Oh, the same old straw man I'm always fighting with.
Yeah.
And, you know, man, I was just down with that. I was almost more into dismantling, I guess we would have called it gay rights. You know, I wanted to be a gay ally. You know, I used to go to like the 10% club meeting, and I'm straight, you know. But I was back in the 90s. I thought I was hip. You know. But nope. Turns out I'm just a bigot. Like, come on, there's nothing wrong with trans children dancing in strip clubs. What are you, conservative? Oh, the door's over there, Grandpa. Don't let it hit you in the ass. Don't swear! Oh, sorry. In the butt. I don't know, man. All I gotta say is, at least Gwen is here. And Wally Bear's here. I'm listening to Redbone right now. Buddy Redbone. Buddy Redbo. Yeah, what was that one hit they had? I mean, that guy was a real Indian. That's what you gotta love about those guys. He looked like he just stepped right off the res and they just handed him a guitar. Hey, before you take off your powwow outfit, why don't you come up on stage here and sing us a song? Like, yeah, sure. Let your love light shine, or whatever. I'm a little young for Redbone. I don't remember them that well. But I'm old enough to remember Billy Jack, man. Do you remember Billy Jack, sweetie?
Billy Jack, karate guy?
Yep. One tin soldier rides away. That's what I thought Johnny Depp was going to do when he was Tonto.
Yeah, remember that?
When they came out, there were rumors that Johnny Depp was going to play in an Indian movie. He was playing an Indian. For about a week there, the rumors are going around. I was like, yeah, man, did you hear Johnny Depp was going to reprise the role of Billy Jack? Karate mixed blood. You know, he was a half-breed. He was a Wisakode Winini. He was a person of mixed ancestry. Ride his motorcycle down the Pine Ridge Reservation. And if those racist conservatives were mean to the hippie Indians, he's going to take this foot and put it right up against your cheek there. And there ain't a darn thing you can do about it. Maybe I should do that tomorrow. Should we pull up some Billy Jack clips for the show?
We could.
Billy Jack. One tin soldier rides away. I don't know, man. They don't make movies like that. They don't write them like that anymore. They just don't write them like that anymore. Anyway, what was I going to do?
Did you want to talk about Ojibwe language and culture?
Yeah, we always do that. What we got here? Geisha day. Oh, it's hot. It's really hot. It's going to be hot all week, sweetie.
I know. Why don't we buy an air conditioner?
Because we're not like that. We're traditional, remember?
I don't want to be traditional. I want an air conditioner.
Yeah. Well, because in 5 days, we're never going to need to turn on an air conditioner again for the rest of the year. In Minnesota, you need an air conditioner for like 2 weeks, maybe. And yeah, people get spoiled. Oh, it's really hot. It's 85. You know, turn on the air conditioner. No, you don't have to. But it's going to be 95 degrees today. Geez, a day. It's hot. Oh, wow. When I get hot, noonday Minnequay. I get thirsty. Noonday Minnequay, noonday Minnequay.
Noonday Minnequay, noonday Minnequay. I'm thirsty.
Are you thirsty, sweetie?
I'm thirsty for love.
Oh, shut up. Noonday Minnequay. I'm thirsty. Here's your day. It's hot. That's one of those things people say that don't need to be said. You ever have that friend just walks up to you? Oh, wow, it's hot. Oh, really? Is that how you start a conversation? By stating the obvious? Yes, it is hot. Oh, wow. It is day. You know? That's the best you can do. Well, listen to me. I'm thirsty. That's how you start a conversation. Oh, are you really? Interesting. I wonder if in the future you will get a drink of water to quench that thirst. Or you have two options, my friend. You can get drink water and you will no longer be thirsty. Your thirst will be quenched. Or you can just die. What do you think happens when you die? See, now conversation started. There's nowhere to go with it's hot. Yep. They say it's going to be hot all week. That's what they say. I read it in a paper. You know, people have dumb conversations.
Yeah, they do. Not me and you, though. We have deep conversations.
Yeah, we really do. We explore. You know, I heard once, you know how they say, oh, there's 4 directions. North, south, east, west. And they go, no, there's 6 directions. There's north, south, east, west, up and down. Wait, up. Yeah, I did that right. And then somebody goes, no, man, there's 7 directions. Or 8. North, south, east, west, up, down, outside, inside. I don't know. Isn't that deep?
That's so deep.
So you and I, you know, we explore, you know, Danae, explore the heart, explore our mind, the vast reaches of our mind. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Geisha day, it's hot. Well, I'm hot-blooded, check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Come on, baby, do you do more than dance? I'm hot-blooded, hot-blooded. I'm hot. Now, now, now. Na 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 na. Na na do 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 do. Is Foreigner still a band? I don't even know. They were for a while. They got a new singer, a young guy. Sounded just like their old singer. But and he was kind of cool looking too. So Foreigner fans were like, yeah, who cares about that guy Graham, whatever his name was. We'll listen to the young cool guy sing Foreigner songs. Well, I'm hot-blooded. I want to know what love is. Want you to show me. So anyway, Geisha day, it's hot. The noonday Minnequay, it's thirsty. Or I'm thirsty. But what I really want to know is, Owen and Geen, who are you? Sweetie? Owen and Geen. Natasha and Nakas. Natasha is my name. Well, yeah, but who are you really? That's a deep question. I don't know. You know what you could do right now? What's that? Do you want to share that video of you in the old days? You guys want to see an old NANABOOZHOO video? I can see if I could find it. Owen and Geen. Ha, 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 ha. I really want to know. Owen and Geen. I don't even know if I can find it. These old shows are so bad. They just make me wonder, like, why did we think we could do this? That flute sounds a lot like a harmonica, huh?
Yeah, it does.
La 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 la. Owen and Geen. Owen and Geen. Owen and Geen.
Okay. Ani Jonashanabe dog. And who am I? Owen and Geen.
Owen and
Who are
Geen.
you? My name is NANABOOZHOO. NANABOOZHOO Indigenous Cause. And you know what? Let's have another song. I'm feeling kind of musical today.
Remember, that was back when I was
How
black.
about this one?
Yeah.
Owen and Geen. Who are you?
We hadn't figured out the lighting yet.
Owen and Geen. Ha ha. I really wanna know Owen and Geen. Ha 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 ha. Tell me what Owen and Geen.
Owen and Geen.
Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah.
Now tell me who
Anyway,
are you?
that's my bad impersonation of the Who.
Yeah, it's
That's
terrible.
an old song you kids aren't gonna know about. Let me just fix my
Owen and
headphones.
Geen.
Oh, this isn't too funny. How
No,
long have I been doing this? 1:49. I'm just gonna go, okay?
this is like 3 years ago, you
I feel
guys.
kind of bad about this one.
Yeah, you
Not very
should.
good.
No, it's not.
Maybe I'll do better next time.
Probably
Okay,
not.
have a good night. Gigawabaman. I'll see ya.
Giga Wabaman. Giga Wabaman, baby.
Giga Wabaman, I'll see you. Yeah. It's weird. I don't remember how things change, but our show looks way different now.
I know, isn't it weird? Owen and Geen. Who are you? Have you ever taken a moment to really think, who am I? Owen and Geen. Who am I? Owen and Geen. Who are you? Wally Bear says, you were so dark black back then. What happened? Yeah. Videotaping brown is really tough. We finally have like bright lighting and green screen background, so we don't look so freaky. But I was just videotaping that on the on my cell phone, and yeah, I don't know, it looked weird. People are probably like, how come that black guy is speaking Ojibwe? I should have went out and just did like Black Lives Matter stuff. Hey man, you bunch of racists. Black Lives Matter. Like, yeah, duh. Well, I felt like I needed to tell you because, let's face it. You are responsible for slavery. It's like, what? Why do you gotta tell us that? Okay, your ancestors suck. It's like, why don't you shut up? Your ancestors were slaves. You want to embarrass me from my ancestors? At least, you know. Apparently, we were faster back then. Because you guys tried to run away. You couldn't get away. But once again, I'm fighting with my straw man.
Yeah, you are.
How's it going? Hey, Jessica's finally here. NanaBOOZHOO, did that skin lighten thing? He asked Michael Jackson where to get it done. Yeah, I did the Michael Jackson treatment. I was like, hey man, what do you bathe in? Bleach? That actually works. But yeah, I think we missed our opportunity. We could have been a Black Lives Matter show. Doggone it. Could have gotten George Floyd on the show. Hey, baby. That would be my voice for George Floyd. Hey, baby, get off my neck. Would you like to see my porno? Hey, baby, stick 'em up. This is my impersonation of George Floyd's life before he died. Lights, camera, action. Hey, baby, I'm Landlord Floyd. I'm in a pornography film. Hey, baby. Fast forward a few months. Hey, baby, open the door. I got a gun. I'm going to stick it in your pregnant belly and rob you. Hey, baby. And then he runs away. And then he's at court. You're going to jail. Hey, baby. When I get out of jail, I'm going to do as many drugs as I can. Hey, baby. Gets out of jail, does as much fentanyl as he possibly can. Hey, baby. When I get arrested, I'm going to resist. Hey, baby. And then granted, evil cop kills him. But, I don't know. Hey, baby. Now they're going to paint my face on the walls. Hey, baby. And this has been the story of George Floyd.
Sweetie, we're going to get taken down.
Nobody's done anything so far. I'm just testing the waters. The BOOZHOO crew really doesn't care. I think. Well, let me see what they're saying now. Well, look what the Waboo's dragged in. Yeah. I already have my thumbs up, Weesony. Don't yell at me today. Yeah, Weesony, would you get off her back? Every day Weesony's like, hey, Jessica, put that thumbs up. Come on. It's called peer pressure. Yeah, try it. You'll like it. Everybody's doing it, giving the thumbs up. Yeah, whatever. I heard Michelangelo gave thumbs up. He was like, hey. Do you suppose Michelangelo was a celebrity in his day?
Oh, he'd have to be. I mean, they didn't have like TV and stuff, so I think the artists were probably really... And, everyone went to church, so yeah, I bet you everyone knew who Michelangelo was.
Yeah. So they just strut around town and be like, hey, Mike. What's up? Nice job on the Sistine Chapel. Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot, I got bills to pay, so I painted the Sistine Chapel, but thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I'm working on a statue called David. I'm going to give him a real little wiener. But otherwise, it's going to be great. Yeah. That'll be my little joke to the Jews. The statue of David. If it weren't for Wisanin, nobody would give these videos a like. That's kind of true, though. I know. Most people don't ever give us a thumbs up. Most people will watch. I mean, let's face it. Most people never watch at all. You know, most people tune in and they couldn't even say what my name is. Like, who's that? Who's that black guy playing the harmonica sounding flute? Anyway. Seems like we should play a good song. What would be a pretty song to do the transition, sweetie?
We could do,
not Fly By Night. Oh, I'm never coming back here again. All right, fine. Let's do Do You Remember? But not just yet. Hey! Hey! Oh, that guy's handsome.
I know, that's what I've been trying to tell you. He's just cute.
So, Gimmick Wayne Day, Nana. Do you remember? Do you remember what it was like before these crazy times? These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. Gimmick Wayne Dane and a chalk hearts melting on a playground wall. Do you remember, sweetie? Stone escapes from moonwash college halls. Do you remember? Cherry blossoms in the market square. Do you remember?
I thought it was confetti in our hair. By the way, didn't I break your heart? Please excuse me, I never meant to break your heart.
So sorry, I didn't want to break your heart, but you broke mine.
Oh, sweetie, did I break your heart?
Nah, but do you remember that song?
Yeah, I do. I bet you the BOOZHOO crew doesn't.
Gimmick Wayne Day, Nana. Do you remember a band called Marillion? Now, if anybody's watching in England, yeah, they were a huge band. But in the real country, America, here in civilization, not that backwoods, old-fashioned country England, we only gave them one hit. We would play this one hit by the band Marillion on the radio, and it was called Kaylee. Kaylee, I'm still trying to write that love song. Kaylee, it's more important to me now you're gone. It's a beautiful song. But anyway, I don't know why I'm telling the story of Marillion. Oh, but I kind of thought of this song when I was singing it one day. The lyrics were, do you remember chalk hearts melting on a playground wall? This is such a cool lyric. Do you remember chalk hearts? Like somebody made a heart out of chalk. Chalk hearts melting on a playground wall. There's a brick wall and a playground. And there were hearts that the rain was washing away. Do you remember? Stone escapes from moon-washed college halls. Moon-washed. It was nighttime and the moon so bright it washed the college halls. Stone escapes. It's like the steps away. Only an English person would think to call stairs the stone escapes. Stone escapes from moon-washed college halls. Do you remember? Cherry blossoms in the market square. What is a cherry blossom? And a cherry tree? Blossoms? In the market square. So I'm picturing old style English markets where they sell food and fish and baked goods. I don't know. A market. Do you remember cherry blossoms in the market square? Do you remember? I thought it was confetti in our hair. confetti in your hair, like a celebration. And the confetti just flies around. I thought it was confetti in our hair. Life was so good. It was like confetti in our hair. But then he goes on, he says, by the way, didn't I break your heart? Please excuse me. I never meant to break your heart. I'm sorry. I didn't want to break your heart. But you broke mine. Kaylee, I'm still trying to write down. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this song. But, sweetie, you want to come up and say hi to the crew? Sure. And I'm going to listen to that song after the show. It's a good song. Marillion. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. BOOZHOO. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and today on the show, we got a couple of really good songs for you. Michael Lyons and Natasha are going to sing a song. What's this one called? I think we're calling it Gimmick Wayne Day Nana. Oh, yeah. Gimmick Wayne Day Nana. Do you remember? And what's the other song called? And then we're doing a song about Leech Lake. And then Gazaga Squad Jamaica. Leech Lake. You know, I was reading up on Leech Lake. And did you know that Leech Lake was the third largest lake in Minnesota? No, I guess I didn't. Yeah. I suppose Red Lake's the biggest one, huh? I don't know. All right. Well, take it away, you guys. Gimmick Wayne Day Nana. Do you remember? Gimmick Wayne Day Nana. Do you remember? In Ojibwe I say, for do you remember? Gimmick Wayne Day Nana means do you remember? Do you remember? I remember one day, and you and me in the pouring rain, water ran down my chin. So you pulled me close and you drank it in, but I remember your ways, and you and me in a sad embrace, and I remember a place where you pulled me close and you kissed my face. Will I ever see you again? No, I don't think I'll ever see you again. And I remember one night and the casual fight by candlelight as the room grew dim. You lied to me when you talked about him. I remember your ways, and you and me in a sad embrace. And I remember a place where you pulled me close and you kissed my face. Will I ever see you again? No, I don't think I'll ever see you again. Will I ever see you again? No, I don't think I'll ever see you again.
Baby, maybe never see you again. Ah, sweetie. Will I ever see you again? Hey, BOOZHOO, everyone. How you doing? So good to be back. Back with the BOOZHOO crew. And if it weren't for Recently, nobody would get these. Oh, all right. So how's everybody? Kaya Thunder, BOOZHOO. How you doing? And Recently, BOOZHOO, Brandy Marie. Oh, frig. Oh, my stars and garters. It's Brandy Marie, BOOZHOO. And Recently's here. Wally Bear gave us a thumbs down. Is that because of the George Floyd thing? I don't blame you. How dare you? How dare you? What's that? Make light of the George Floyd tragedy. He was a national treasure.
What? You don't like me making fun of the George Floyd death?
No. How can you do that? It's destroyed the world. It's turned our country upside down. You know? You wouldn't have been so flippant when you were black.
That's probably true. But I'm just, the guy did put a gun into a pregnant woman's belly and threatened her and rob her.
Is that true?
Yeah, they never talk about that. Guy was a total criminal. I'm not even dogging him for being a drug addict, but guy went to jail for armed robbery and a home break-in of a pregnant woman. And he stuck a gun in her pregnant like he was going to kill her and her unborn baby.
Yikes. Yeah, it's hard to feel sorry for a guy like that. What about the porn business?
Yeah, he was in a porno called, his name was Landlord Floyd.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
But at least those murals are beautiful.
Yeah, and the murals are the worst art I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not the high art that Michael has. I like the alien.
You mean Steven?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Was he driving an iPad?
Yep, he's in a spaceship.
You should do a George Floyd mural.
I'm not doing a George Floyd mural.
Why? Don't you think Black Lives Matter?
Of course I do. What an insulting question.
Black Lives Matter, you guys. Come on. I know, that's the whole thing about the whole... First of all, you come up with an organization with a name that nobody can say they don't support. It's like, hi, do you support Black Lives Matter? Yes, of course. How dare, Or are you against the idea of black people mattering? It's like saying, don't kill black people. This is our group. Would you like to join our group? Black people shouldn't be killed. It's like, what? Yeah, okay. What a strange group. And we're going to march around and, cause a ruckus. Cause general mayhem. With just a hint of mayhem. Remember that song?
David Bowie. Don't talk of dust and roses.
Or should we powder our noses?
Don't live for last year's caper.
Give me steel, give me steel. Give me pulses unreal. He'll save your shores. That was on Diamond Dogs.
That was on the Diamond Dogs album, but that was Big Brother.
We want you, Big Brother. Big Brother. Yeah. I don't like to say, we're living in Orwellian times. Because if I'm being honest, I never read 1984. I listened to the David Bowie songs. I read the first couple of chapters. And I watched a movie review on the movie 1984, but I never read the book. I don't really know when they say, oh, this is so Orwellian. The world has become like the book 1984. And I'm going, yeah. Oh, Big Brother and everything. And I'm like, what does that mean? The government? We want you, Big Brother, Big Brother. Jesse says, I knew a guy who was half black and half Egyptian. When he was in high school, he looked black, and as an adult, he looked Egyptian. He really did use it to be black. Yeah. Well, you know, you look at Barack Obama these days and go, you know what? Is that guy really black? You know, he looks Polynesian or something. Pacific. He looks like one of those weird Asian mixed races you don't really understand. Like, you know, one of those countries you don't know anybody from. You go, yeah, you know what? You got the, what's his name? Sean King haircut. You know, gonna pass. It's a black guy. I was talking to somebody the other day about the $5 Indian and the Trail of Tears and how the Cherokee people were allowed to take their slaves with them when they were kicked out of their plantations and forced to relocate to the reservation by Big Brother. So they grabbed their black slaves, and the slaves are crying trails of tears because to heck with the Cherokee, I say. You know, Black Lives Matter, Cherokees. But, so what were we talking about? Trail of Tears. Playing the black card. Oh, looking black. Looking Indian and all this stuff. You know, if you can pass. There were a lot of, like, members of the tribe because somewhere, you know, we don't know our history very well. But Indian people went from having slaves to having tribal members who were African American, maybe, whatever, who, black, you know, whatever you want to call that. Just full on, I'm a black guy, but I'm also an Apache. Or, you know, whatever. You see pictures of these guys and feathers and full on Indian riding a horse, and it's a black guy. And you go, okay. So some black guys were Indians, and some black guys were slaves. But when they came up with reservations, and they were writing down who the real Indians were, they didn't count any of the black people. Now, get out of here, you're a black guy. But for $5, a white guy could pay the enrollment office and get his family enrolled. And then they could get whatever benefits the enrollees of that reservation. And they were known as $5 Indians. Because let me talk us, in those days, that was a lot of money. But, you know, $5 and you could be enrolled in wherever. Then you can move your family out onto Indian land and get all benefits, you know. So that's why, you know, that's why there's so many black Indians in history and not many in the rolls. And why there's so many white-looking Indian people who are enrolled. They go, well, yeah, they're probably descendants of the $5 Indian. You know. And once again, good job, government, sorting out immigration, you know, or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. Kiara, Waltz, BOOZHOO, Kiara. Welcome to the show. They didn't have to have any relation. Just $5. Yeah. Yep, just sign up. It was totally corrupted from the start, which is surprising to nobody. But the enrollment, names, and families, and all your descendants, there are some people on the rolls official, you know, Minnesota band, Chippewas, whatever, from the because it really only goes back to the 1930s. You know, Leech Lake got formed in 1930. So we really are talking our grandparents, our great-grandparents, you know. But you could bribe your way and just sign up. Get a little farmland up in northern Minnesota. then sell it, and you're totally just not even an Indian guy. You're a Frenchman, That's why because a lot of us kind of go, how did that happen? When the first Irish person married the first Ojibwe person. Was he like lost in the woods and an Indian maiden came and they fell in love? Or did he hand a cool $5 to somebody in Washington, D.C., packed up his family, moved out to Minnesota or Wisconsin or whatever, set up camp, made a home there, and then his kids eventually marry Indian people because they're living in Indian country. And all these descendants, they go, yeah, hey, guess what? Yeah, my grandfather was Irish. It's like, how did that work? Well, he was an opportunist and got himself some land. They weren't thinking in terms of, oh, we're going to be a sovereign nation. That first generation, they were just like, what? Where can we move? Yeah. Do I get a mule with my 40 acres? My 40 acres and a mule? So, this whole reservation identity, stupid. Kizzy, I am learning that our people were here before natives crossed over into America. We're indigenous to Turtle Island. We own lands and have patents that date before the 1800s. If you go way back, you'll see. Yep, I've heard those same rumors. And it totally challenges the whole slave narrative. Oh yeah, they all lived in Africa. And then, they like to gloss over. Oh, then the Middle Eastern people, got a bunch of nets, rounded up black men, African males, and put them in chains and put them in boats and then again. And that's how I solved the energy crisis.
Sweetie, we were just off.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, I don't want to repeat myself. Hi, guys. Sorry, we fell off. But we're back now. Anywho. Did something happen? Keep stopping. Yeah, it just happened to mine. Kizzy Renee says, black is a derogatory misnomer for indigenous Indian people of color. Oh, brother. Now what is it? Indigenous Indian people of color. That's too many words. Just Indians. Some look like what we call black people. Some look like what we call white people. Some look like what we call Mexicans. We are, what is it? Indigenous people of color. We are the indigenous colored people. Hey, don't say colored people. That's racist. Why? I don't know. Indigenous. Like plants. We just grew up here. But if we migrated, then we're not really indigenous. That's the problem. There's a lot of Indian people who don't want to say we migrated. That's another thing about the history. You're going to have, quote unquote, real Indians who say, no, we came here from Turtle Island. We were, we came from the dust when Gitchimanadu, sent into Four Winds or something. They're not going to want to admit that maybe we migrated here too. Because then they're afraid white people are going to go, see? You don't own this land. This isn't Indian land. You just migrated here like us. Move over. Nobody owns this land, Indians. Get out of here. Oh yeah, what about genocide? Shut up. It's not genocide unless everybody dies. Clearly, not everybody's dead. There's a lot of shenobs running around, banging their drum like it's 1973. But that was the river. And this is the sea. The sea, yeah. You say you got trouble. You say you got pain. You say you got nothing left to believe in. Nothing to hold on to. Nothing to trust. Nothing but chains. You've been scouring your conscience. Raking through your memories. Scouring your conscience, and you know that you once held the key. Well, that was the river. And this is the sea. That was a river. Technical difficulty music. Yeah, I know, sorry. Please, not the first one. I know, level. Natasha has taught me. Wait, don't say Indian because I don't know where I came from. I'm Ojibwe, Maori. Yeah, just call yourself by your tribe. Don't say Indian because... Well, as the story goes, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a man named Christopher Columbus who was going to prove that the earth was round. But he didn't have any money. And everybody thought the earth was flat. They were like, "You're crazy, Christopher Columbus. If you go too far, you're going to fall off the edge." And into space, I guess. But the English, they believed in him. They were like, no, you go ahead. And they gave him money. And so he set sail to prove the earth was round. But along the way, he accidentally bumped into a new land. No one even knew it was there. And it was a beautiful, untouched land with primitive people, almost like cavemen. They didn't even wear clothes. And Christopher Columbus, well, he thought he was in India. So he gets out of his boat and he goes, "Hi, how?" Is that how you guys say it? How? My name's Christopher Columbus. And are you guys Indians? Are we in India? And the guys go, No, we're Teo. And he goes, "What?" Or whatever they were. He goes, "Nah, come on, you guys are Indians." And Indians were like, "Well, okay, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about who we are." Hey, that's the Ojibwe phrase of the day. "Owen and Geen, who are you?" And the Indians were like, "Well, we're not Indians. Don't call us that. You're mixed up. You're confusing us with people from India." "Yeah, I get it. We got brown skin and black hair. When the show first started, we had full-on black skin, but, but no, we're not Indians." And because white people are so racist, a bunch of racists, and especially Italians, Columbus said, to heck with it. From now on, we're going to call you Indians. We don't even care. I didn't learn your names. And every Indian tribe in the entire nation, and South America, and Canada, all agreed to call themselves Indians. Why? Colonized mind, I guess. So this is the story of why we started calling ourselves Indian and why it's really racist. Oh, gee, my heart hurts when you call me an Indian. I will be a Native American. I will be an indigenous Native American. What do you call it? Person of color. What you are, Kizzy, is a black Shanab. She's an Afro Shanab. She's Negro. You're like Niji and Negro. I don't know. Don't say that, it's racist. Yeah. Kizzy Renee, I stay stripping coming in the door. What? I stay stripping coming in the door. You need to put the word back up so I can write it down, please. Oh, sorry, Kira. Which word? Owen and Geen, who are you? What do you want to be called? At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong. I am a lefty enough to where, hey, common courtesy, what you want to be called, fine, I'll do that. Don't mind. Even if I think you're probably a little confused. Oh, from now on, I want to be called Caitlin, and please call me, just pretend I'm a girl. Fine. No problem. Because that's how awesome Americans are, really. But the left went so far left that I was like, wait a second. Now I'm a conservative compared to what my friends were? That's ridiculous. Anyway, then Nindishanikaz is my Natasha. Natasha is my name. For some reason, I can't explain why, we don't say Nindishanikaz Natasha. I mean, you can, but I never hear people do that. I just hear Natasha Nindishanikaz. Oh, when and gain. Oh, when and who are, kind of, who. But gain means you. Who you? Who you? Natasha is me. And our other Ojibwe word of the day. Gijate. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's really hot out there. Going to be in the 90s today. What's the computer say? Oh, it says it's only 76 right now. That's not bad. Yeah, but it's going to get hot. Yeah, I know. Oh, well, who are you? It's hot. Well, I'm hot-blooded. Ninunde Menakwe. I am thirsty. Ninunde Menakwe. Ninunde Menakwe. Ninunde Menakwe. La-dee-da-dee-dum. La-dee-da-dee-da-hum. And that's all said on a lovely Abituse, halfway. So I guess, I'm a lefty enough that I want to meet you halfway. I'm a moderate. I'm a peacemaker. Let's bring the left and the right together. Or let's bring the left back to planet Earth. Planet Earth, listen to me. To the flat plane Earth. Abituse, halfway. Okay, Clara says, thanks. You're very welcome, Clara. Thank you for watching the show. It's great to have you here. Wally Bear says, my Maori relatives traditionally don't wear clothes. More like a loincloth. Nice. That's because Maori people are gorgeous. Did you ever see Whale Rider? Oh, that girl's so cute. Whale Rider. Have you seen Whale Rider, Michael? Oh, yeah. That's a great show. I used to show it in my class. Oh, yeah. Maoris are kind of like North American indigenous people, too. Anishinaabes. That they lost touch with their culture. There's gangs, there's broken homes, drugs. And there's still like a small group of old people who want to pass on the language and the traditional spiritual practices, like whaling and, all this. And so Whale Rider is just a beautiful movie about this little girl who, has a destiny. What's your destiny, sweetie? I think we're destined to go to Country Kitchen and get the Grand Slam breakfast. They don't have Grand Slam breakfast at the Country Kitchen. Well, we can make our own Grand Slam. 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, 2 bacon, 2 sausages, orange juice, coffee. Yeah, okay. It's destiny, man. Abituse is halfway. And that's about all the time we have for today, huh, sweetie? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Well, everyone, I want to say miigwech bisandawieg. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you want to support the show, we've got a GoFundMe campaign going on. Got a Patreon page going on. Got a PayPal page going on. And Michael Lyons has books for sale on Amazon. Amazon.com. The links are in the description. You can click the link. Why is it so hard to say that? Click the link. Anyway, you want to say anything more? No, just tell them thanks. All right, you guys. Miigwech. Miigwech. Ganawabieg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. Natasha Nindija Nakas. Wait, not thirsty. Natasha Nindija Nakas. Awin, Gin, Awin and Gin. This over here is NanaBOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
This over here is Michael Lyons.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys.
And I will see you again. Giga Wababin Minawa. Sweetie, would you mind?
I'd be happy to.
I will see you again. When to teleport away.